In the city that never sleeps, thousands go to bed every night without a home, out of sight, unheard, and misunderstood by the world. New York City is often described as a symbol of ambition, wealth, and opportunity. It is a place where dreams are sold loudly and success is measured in square feet and skyline views. But beneath that image exists a quieter reality, one that most of the world never sees. Because homelessness in New York City does not always live on the streets, it lives behind doors. When people imagine homelessness, they often picture tents, sidewalks, and people sleeping in public spaces. That image feels familiar because it is visible. It is dramatic. It demands attention. But New York tells a different story. Here, homelessness is structured, organized, and largely hidden from view. Most homeless people in New York City are not sleeping outside. They are sleeping inside a system. New York operates the largest homeless shelter system in the world. On any given night, tens of thousands of people, families, children, single adults, seniors sleep in shelters, converted hotels, and temporary housing facilities scattered throughout the city. These buildings often look ordinary from the outside. Many people pass them every day without knowing what they are. Inside them are lives paused. Children who wake up early to catch school buses from shelters miles away. Parents who work full-time jobs but still cannot afford rent. Elderly people who lost housing after a medical emergency. Individuals who once lived stable lives until one moment changed everything. Homelessness in New York is not always the result of visible crisis. It is often the result of one small failure in a system that allows no margin for error. One missed paycheck, one rent increase, one illness, one family breakdown in New York City, that can be enough. Housing costs here are among the highest in the world. For millions of residents, rent consumes more than half of their income. For many, there is no savings account to fall back on. No emergency cushion, no second chance. When housing becomes unstable, the fall is fast. And when people fall, they often fall quietly. The world asks, where are the homeless in New York? The answer is uncomfortable. They are hidden behind walls designed to make the city function smoothly. Shelters serve an important purpose. They keep people alive. They provide warmth, safety, and basic services. But they also conceal the scale of the crisis. By keeping homelessness indoors, the city reduces its visibility and with it, the urgency to truly solve it. Out of sight does not mean solved. For many families, shelters are not temporary stops. They are long-term realities. Some families spend years moving from one shelter to another, waiting for permanent housing that never seems to arrive. Children grow up without a stable address, without a bedroom of their own, without knowing where they will sleep next month. This is homelessness without chaos, but not without damage. Homelessness in New York is often misunderstood as a personal failure, a moral weakness, a bad choice. But in reality, it is a housing failure. The city produces luxury apartments faster than it produces affordable ones. Entire neighborhoods change in a matter of years. Rents rise faster than wages. Long-time residents are pushed out not because they stopped working, but because the city moved beyond them. For those living on the edge, stability is fragile. One disruption can collapse everything. And when people enter the shelter system, escaping it becomes incredibly difficult. The process is slow. The rules are strict. The waiting lists are long. The uncertainty is constant. People wait for housing interviews. They wait for approvals. They wait for openings. They wait for years. Homelessness here does not look like chaos. It looks like waiting in lines, waiting in hallways, waiting in rooms that are not theirs, waiting for a door to open. New York's homelessness crisis is unique because it is managed, regulated, and controlled. It is designed to prevent visible collapse, not to guarantee escape. The system prioritizes survival, not resolution. And because of that, the crisis continues quietly, year after year. The rest of the world often misunderstands New York's homelessness because it does not fit the expected image. There are fewer tents, fewer encampments, fewer moments that shock the eye. But that does not mean fewer people. In fact, New York has one of the largest homeless populations in the United States. They simply exist in spaces the world does not look, behind sheltered doors, inside converted hotels, within a system that keeps them alive but suspended. This invisibility comes at a cost. When homelessness is not seen, it is easier to ignore. When it does not disrupt daily life, it becomes politically manageable. When people do not witness suffering directly, empathy fades. The crisis becomes abstract. Numbers replace names. Statistics replace stories. And the people living inside the system become shadows. Many homeless New Yorkers work every day. They ride the subway. They clean offices. They serve food. They deliver packages. They care for children and elderly people. They contribute to the city that has no place for them at night. They are not outsiders. They are New Yorkers. Children make up a significant portion of the homeless population here. They do homework in shelters. They grow up sharing rooms with strangers. They learn early what instability feels like, and they carry it with them long after childhood ends. Homelessness leaves marks that are not always visible: stress, anxiety, interrupted education, lost opportunities. These are costs that do not appear in budgets but shape lives forever. In cities where homelessness is visible on the streets, the crisis forces confrontation. People cannot look away. In New York, homelessness blends into the background. It becomes part of the infrastructure, something managed, something contained, something tolerated, but not something resolved. This creates a dangerous illusion that the problem is under control. It is not. The shelter system grows as affordable housing shrinks. Temporary solutions become permanent realities, and people remain trapped between survival and stability. They are not asking for sympathy. They are asking for permanence. A door that locks, a space that is theirs, a future they can plan. New York City never sleeps, but every night tens of thousands lie down without a home. They are not always outside. They are not always visible. They are not homeless by choice. They are unseen by design. And until homelessness in New York is no longer hidden, until it is confronted as a housing crisis, not a personal failure, the city will continue to manage suffering instead of ending it. Because the greatest misunderstanding about homelessness in New York City is not where the homeless are. It is believing that because we do not see them, they are not there. They are. Every night, every borough, every year. Waiting.